Hello and welcome. It's me, Mr. Ree. This is Creative Shock, and it's Justin here today to talk about Wind Allies. So we're looking at a kind of like Justin was like, I want to help the new players that are coming into Grand Archive, and I said, let's start making some content. So our goal is today to show you a beginner's guide for Wind Allies. Justin, tell us the Wind story. Why Wind? I know this is a big part of your life. I know that at home you have a big wind element above your bed. Tell me about
Yeah, so I literally wake up and then the first thing I see on the
it.
top of my roof is the wind spirit. That's
Yeah.
that's how I live my life. Yeah. Yeah, this deck is it's quite literally the deck that I started with. When I started playing this game, I played Wind Allies.
Yep.
It was a different version of it, but basically the same thing. It's a very beginner friendly deck because I think it's a deck that conceptually is very easy to understand. And I'll get into that pretty much, man. Might as well get started.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Wind Allies is a deck where your deck conceptually it revolves around making allies. You put them on the board, and then you want to get a thing called board control, which basically means you want to have allies on your board, and you want to get rid of your opponent's allies. The way you do that is you play out your allies, and then you want to play allies. You want to keep them alive, and then you want to buff them and proceed to attack. And when you attack, if to oversimplify it, you basically just clear everything on your opponent's board, so you kill all of their allies, and then whatever damage you have left, you just send it to face, and that's the way you win the game. It's very simple. It's just Migo smack and then Migo face once you're done clearing your opponent's board.
I get,
Uh, as for the deck list itself, this is one that we've picked out, which is mechs, because MRC Alta just came out and it's got a lot of support for the new robot allies. So it's a really cool deck that basically didn't exist as of last week. So, oh, it did exist, but it's a lot stronger now, and that's why we want to go through this one.
yeah. Cool.
Um, for this deck, yeah, for this deck, we've got there's three main types of cards. So we've got over here some of the proactive allies that you can put onto the board. They're usually the ones that you'll start the game with, and if you have them in your hand, and then they're the ones you want to try to keep alive. And then by doing that, you have these three reaction type cards here. They could be used to keep your allies alive, and also you can use them to interact with your opponent. For example, Stifling Trap can stop some of their key on enter effects and negate them. And then your third type of card is the cards that buff your allies. So we got things like Eternal Directive, Brisk Windtrotter, and Andronica. So if you've successfully kept your ally alive, you can then proceed to go ahead and buff it, and that'll essentially let your game plan snowball and ultimately lead to you winning the game. And that's pretty much like allies in a nutshell. I've tried to explain it in a concise way.
Do you think
But yeah, if you guys have
where
any
does it
questions,
where does it do well? Like, are you playing wind? Like, is it good against fire? Is it good against water? Is it just a nice medium? Like, what would you say a wind deck kind of sits?
I think it does well into decks that don't have a lot of AoE. But even if you are dealing with like board wipes and stuff, there are ways to play around it. For example, you go ahead and make a really big ally, just one single ally
Yeah.
instead. But yeah, mostly wind allies used to struggle a lot against board wipes, but there are also ways to play around that as well.
Cool.
Yeah, if you guys want me to go into detail on that at some point, feel free to leave a comment below, and I will go ahead and explain it. I guess.
So what's
But
going to happen
yeah,
today
that's
is I'm
a
going to
brief overview.
play a water deck and I'm going to play a fire deck that are both matter. I'm going
Oh,
to, of
you
course.
cut out.
Oh, did I? Whoop. Okay, I'm back. It's all right. I'm going to play a water deck, and Justin's going to play Sorry, I'm going to play wind and fire. Sorry, Justin's going to play wind. I'm going to play water and fire. We're going to battle it out. Justin's going to talk through his steps and thinking, see if he can beat me, and then from there we will go and send it through. So let's have a match. If you want to set up, Justin, and we'll fire away.
Yep, let's do it.
Of course, the dice roll is super important. I'm playing fire first round, so I have to win the roll. And Justin is going to roll bad because I believe in myself.
Of course. Yeah,
Here we
it's
go.
alright. Don't need luck to play this deck.
Oh, 12.
Okay.
Here we
Yep.
go.
Lovely.
Easy.
That's all you, bro. That's
Easy.
all you.
Fireman. Let's go. Okay. I'm playing
Okay.
this crazy fire deck, which I've never played before, so it gives Justin a bit of an advantage that he doesn't really need. Let's go. All
You
right,
got this,
so
bro.
fire comes out. I
Like
draw
Ben player.
7 cards. Now, for me, I can't. Jeez. Big thing with fire here is that I can't deal damage and do stuff. Oh my god. Yep, this does this. Uh-huh. Okay. I think knowing this deck here is. I think we pass because this fire deck's kind of like
Okay.
super aggressive in the second half.
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna make my Wind Spirit and draw 8. One thing I didn't mention before is depending on which kind of deck you're playing against, you do have to adjust a little bit. Against this fire aggro deck, Jack is going to try to kill me basically extremely quickly. So the way I can mitigate that is by killing his allies. And I'll probably have to level up earlier than usual. But yeah, basically, because allies are like a consistent source of damage every turn, you want to kill their allies, and then that also makes it harder for them to kill your allies back. So I'm going to go ahead and do that by starting with a Shimmer Cloak Assassin. I'll pay 3. And then I will swing that at you for 2.
Yeah. How much? I'm gonna do some stuff here, I guess. How
Yep.
much health is that? That's 2 health. So I guess I'm gonna play Vermilion
That's
Decree in response.
Yep.
I'm gonna imbue it.
Yep.
So I'll deal 2 damage to
So
your ally, and then 3 to your face.
yep. So in response, I'll go ahead and start with a Fairy Whispers just to
Yep.
search my deck a little bit. So I'm gonna search 3. Put 2 to the bottom, and then the resolving Fairy Whispers. I'll show you the Fairy Whispers on top. Yep. Classic wind play.
Yeah,
Just
wind
infinitely
play, dude.
cycle it. Yeah. And then in response, I will go ahead and counter interference to protect my
Wow, straight
Shimmer
off.
Cloak Assassin.
Just
Yeah.
negating it,
This is a new
dude.
card as well. So good.
So it's gonna negate, counter negates there, and then if you also the power, so it could draw a card, but it gets a negate off. So I'm gonna take 2.
Oh no, wait, you don't take 2. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah,
You're
sorry.
swinging with
Yeah,
2,
you take
yeah,
2
yeah.
from the attack. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, it'll negate the whole Vermilion Decree.
Okay.
Okay, and I will pass to you.
That makes me upset inside. First of all, as well, what we're playing today, I'm currently away from home, so I'm currently playing this deck on a different computer in the middle of nowhere. So apologies for the quality of the recording today, but we got to do everything we can to make sure you guys get content each week. So we just sacrifice what we can. We'll play backup
Yeah.
charter. I'll banish it, get a power cell and rested, draw an extra card to memory. I'll then recollect and draw for turn.
Yep.
Joys. I don't. This is wild.
Eight cards is a lot of damage.
That thing's invisible, isn't it? Too.
Oh wait, you can't see my hand. I wonder if there's a way you can change the settings on that.
I'm just gonna like. Again, I have no idea how to play this. So people watching me play this fire card at home. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm putting like Rococo down.
Whoa, that is rough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do that so that I can put 2 down here for the red hair.
Hmm. Oh wait, Rococo is not a human ally. She's a
Oh
automaton.
my.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, I guess I'll summon this. We're gonna summon the dire wolf for 2.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm not a class bonus here. Dire wolf's coming on.
Mhm.
And I'll swing 2 into face.
Yep, I will take the 2.
And I will pass to you.
Yep. Alright, so on my turn, I'm just going to go ahead and make a GCR. I guess
Yeah.
the other consideration I could do is level up, but as allies, you don't want to level up too fast if you don't have to. Just because you want to keep cards in your hand, and that means you could play more cards per turn. So a lot of your early turns will just be the draw, like you'll materialize the things that draw, so backup charger and GCR. So I'll start with that one, and then go ahead and attempt to recollect.
Yeah, recollect, my friend.
Yep. Sounds good. Draw for 10. I think also this dire wolf should be sacrificed.
At the beginning
At
of
the
your
end
end phase, yep. Go on.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to banish the GCR to draw. And then I will play. Let's play a Lurking Assailant. 1, 2, and 3. And I'll swing at you for 2 with the
Yeah.
Shimmer Cloak. Yep, 2 more with Lurking Assailant,
Yeah.
and I'll pass to you.
We'll go to level 1 here, so we can. We'll ban one of these. The banishment. Goujar comes down. I'm gonna go and bring up my Fate Stone. You can
Okay.
have a look at my cards if you want. There's a great GCR, Tengu, Water Bubble, Viridian Impact, Safeguard, Wind Bubble, and Sword of Seeking.
Yep.
All right. Fate Stone enters. At the beginning of your recollection, deal 1 damage to each champion. Whenever it's dealt to one of my units, put a quest counter. You may move. So pre-rec, I'm gonna pay 2 down and do a Searing Truth onto you.
Yep. So we'll
Dealing
take 2. And then
2
you get
damage.
2.
And so do I get 1 quest counter?
I think you get 1 and then 1 more from the
Yep.
damage.
The damage.
Yep.
And then we're gonna go to recollection steps. I'm gonna recollect, and we'll take 1 damage each.
Yep.
And I'll get another quest counter. Look at me go.
Okay.
How many am I trying to get here? 7. Okay, and I'll draw for turn.
Sounds good.
Ooh. Hmm. How much more damage can I do here, guys?
That is a good question.
Then I'll pay 3 for Heated Vengeance.
Ooh, okay.
Coming in for
I will
5.
I'll take the 5.
Yep. And then I'll play 1 for Rococo
Okay. Yep.
for 2 more.
Gonna
And swing
take
for 1.
And 1 more.
And
Good, bro.
yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So whenever
so-
non-combat is dealt to 1 or more, so do I also get some damage here from you? So did you get another quest counter from Heated Vengeance?
So you'll get 1 more from Rococo because it's
Yeah.
only non-combat damage. So
1
and
more
then
from
Heated
Rococo.
Vengeance,
Yep.
Heated Vengeance is physical, so
Yep.
it's combat damage.
Cool.
Okay. Yep. All right.
You can see fire here. Like I had no idea, and yet we nearly had lethal,
Yep.
guys. Like
I'm actually just dying straight up.
what if I did more damage earlier? Who knows? This is the
Yeah.
power of fire.
Yep. So in an ideal world, I would want to make backup charger, but in this particular case, I literally have 2 HP. So let's not do that. I'm gonna go ahead and level up since I am scared of dying.
Yep.
So wake up first, and then I'll level up pain cost with this. Ooh, kind of needed that. That sucks. We'll go with this, and then I'm just gonna count my damage since the one thing about Guoja Fire Aggro is she actually does a lot of damage to herself. So like, there's gonna be a point where you can just straight up kill them rather than worrying about clearing stuff. So I'm just deciding on which sword to make. This will be 2, 4, 6. And then I have to have this in my hand at the moment, which will do. It's 4 damage by itself because it does 3, and then it adds a buff counter to something.
Yep.
So actually, it'll be. This is 4. If I make.
That's a huge 2-cost card for 4 damage. That's wild.
Yeah, for 4 damage, it's wild. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4 from this. There's 4 on board already. Is 8. That puts you to 15, and I need a tiny bit more. So actually, what I'm going to do is in response to Lorraine's on enter, I'm going to go ahead and Fairy Whispers to see what other options I can get because I'm considering lethal at this point.
You
Okay.
wish, dude. You
Yep.
wish.
All right, 2 down. We'll go like that, and then revealing a Rallied Advance.
Oh shit!
Add that to hand, and we'll go ahead and make a Ornamental Greatsword to buff this. Actually, the only problem with this is it might actually not even kill. But I'll buff this Shimmer Cloak.
Yeah.
So she gets 1 extra damage to the end of the turn, and I'll recollect.
Yeah. Yeah, thinking back, if I had chosen to go face, did I have lethal instead of trying to go for killing the Shimmer Cloak? Make it the game. I only to learn fire.
Yep. So I'll swing 2 at you with this lurking.
Yeah.
And then I have to do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty sure this kills. Asian Protector.
Yeah, nice.
I'll target the lurking to pick him up, and I'll
Yeah.
swing at you for 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and swing at you for 3 with this Shimmer Click.
Yeah.
And then 2 down, Rally to Advance using the Ornamental Greatsword, so it comes in for 2.
Yeah.
On attack, waking up the Shimmer Click, and I
Yeah.
will swing at you again with it.
For 3.
Yeah, for 3.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Wind allies, baby.
That's robots in a nutshell. You just make a dude, and he just smack over and over until your opponent's dead.
I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a game 2 of the fire, or do you want to swap over to water?
I think we can swap over to water now.
Okay.
And then, yep, if people like this kind of content a lot or want to see more of it, we can make another video and run back like a full match against Fire Aggro or any other deck that people want to see.
Yeah. Okay. Like,
Yeah, if you guys did like this kind of content in particular, feel free to tell us in the comments, please, and then we'll consider doing another one. Do it again.
yeah, we'll just make what we can. Okay, I'm
Yep.
playing water this time. We'll roll some dice.
Yeah.
By the way,
let's do it.
maybe we'll link as well how to get to this TTS board. Do you have a link for this as well?
I can put it in the description. There is a
Yeah,
link
yeah.
that we can get.
Because I love this. I love how the tokens work in this one. I also love how it's like not shuffled. I think it's really cute.
Yep.
Oh, I was
So, yeah,
61 in my main. Let's go. Go.
Yeah.
All right,
So actually,
rolling
we're
some
using
dice.
tabletop. Yep. Alright, let's roll again.
8.
I got 12. Okay. Guess
Okay,
I'm gonna
that was
100%.
big. Alright.
Yeah. But yeah. So for this video, for anyone who doesn't know, we're using Tabletop Simulator, which is it's a game on Steam, and then we have a mod on it to play GA.
Yeah.
It costs like I think 15 AUD or something, which it's relatively cheap, but it gives you access to basically every single
Every
card in the
board
game that you
game.
can try.
And board.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like TTS itself
yeah.
was like.
That's it, yeah, and then the
crazy.
entire TTS, so you can play
Yeah.
Simulator for every single
I
board game.
know,
you've
like
seen in your life.
Justin, who only plays Grand Archive every day and no other video game or card game or anything else but Grand Archive. There are other things out there.
Yep. Apologies, I forgot to shuffle my deck, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then I'll draw 7. I'm gonna put out Lurking Assailant, which is one of the proactive plays, and I'll just pass there. It's pretty like standard play, I guess. If you're going first, 90% of the time you'll just play a 3-cost ally, and then you'll backup charger.
Spirit of Water is coming in for 7. I guess I get to draw 1 for turn.
Yep.
Oh my god, what the frick is this? Ah! Okay.
Yep.
Oh my lord. Yep. Frick. Yeah, we'll pass to you.
Oh, this is looking a lot like the Fire game. Yep.
Oh my! What are these?
Yeah.
This card played really well in tournaments, by the way.
Yeah, this is just how you win. You just make sure your opponent draws bad, and that's how you win every game.
Yeah, that's it, dude. I will cook.
Go ahead and
We'll
backup
get some
charger.
cooking. Yeah.
And then I will recollect.
God damn.
And draw for 10. Alright, so I'll start by swinging at you, because there's no allies to swing at, meaning...
I'm going to Cerulean Decree.
Yep. So
-3 and draw a card into memory.
Yep, that's good. Let's go ahead and play 1, 2, 3, and 4 for an Asian Protector.
Yep.
On enter, I'll attempt to pick up my Lurking Assailant.
Yep, that's fine.
Yep. And I'll swing at you for 3.
Yep.
And then pass to you.
I will bring out Backup Charger.
Yep.
And I will pay 3 for Backup Charger. I will banish it, bring out a Power Cell. Rested, draw a card to memory, recollect.
Okay.
What the? Draw for 10. Oh my god, a Fractal of Rain.
Oh,
Let's
hell
go.
yeah.
Here we go, babe. We're on.
Yep.
We're
You're on. You're back in the game.
online. We're online, guys. I'm bringing up Riding Cleanse and a Fractalize and view my Fractal of Rain. Yeah, now we're
Okay.
cooking here. And I'm going to pass to you.
Sounds good. So I might as well grab a GCR. Just
Yeah,
pretty
go
much
nuts.
standard play. Early games, you just draw cards.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if your opponent's not pressuring you, you're free to just do this. So I'll start by banishing that to draw,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will recollect
Yeah.
and draw for turn. I'll swing at you for 3.
Yep.
Yep, and then let's go ahead and just do something like that one. I actually need that card, surprisingly. Do that one,
Jeez, am I even lethal
and
here?
that guy. No, not yet, not yet. I'll play out Rose.
Yeah, nice.
Yep. Swing at you for 2,
Yeah.
and I will pass to you.
Pre-rack, I'm going to pay 2 down to Fractalize this Power Cell.
Yep.
So I have 2 Fractals now.
Nice.
Here, I will then go to level 1. I will then bring out this Fate Stone. You have to reveal. So in my hand, I've got Claymore, Boots,
Oh,
Gale, Smokes Bomb, Safeguard, Tengu, level 2 and 3 of Goisia. At the beginning of your rack level, each player puts a top card. So this is there. So pre-rack, each player, well, I've got to burn one from my Fractal of Rain. And then we both need to burn one
Yep.
pre-rack.
so,
You get relaxed by each player. The graveyard, one or more cards to put into your graveyard from your deck. Put a quest counter. So I'm on 2 counters right now. From that,
Yep.
what to do here? I am then going to recollect and
Sounds
draw
good.
for turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to pay 2. Listen to me learning the decks. This is right. I can banish Seaside now for 2. And then I get to draw a card into my memory. And then
Yep.
until the end of turn, Beast Allies activate with an additional buff onto them. Cool. Then I'll pay 2 down for the Bovine. Oh yeah,
Nice.
with a buff
Hell
counter.
yeah.
Hell yeah, we're cooking. So he's
Yes,
now
sir.
2/3. He's going to doesn't do
it's
much,
weapon
does
cost.
he? Yeah. Oof.
Yep. Does he cost 3?
Yes, he does. You're right. What a card, dude.
It's a great card, yeah. Make a dude and mill yourself. And also have floating memory by itself.
Yeah, I guess, and then we're gonna swing at something here. How many cards? You got so many cards in hand. This is we got 12 damage on board. We kind of need to get rid of here.
Yeah.
Maybe I should do something else. This is all new to me. And then we'll play 3 more down for another ringleader.
Yep.
It's not a beast, but at least gets on the board, and we'll swing into your Asen.
Yep. Aizen's
for
gonna take 2.
and then 2 more with the ringleader.
Yep. I think you also mill off your bovine if
Yep.
you'd like to.
On attack, I'll
Yep.
mill 2. Idle
Okay.
Thoughts. Okay.
Oh, good card.
Oh my god, that's
Alright.
in the deck here.
So
if you
in
don't let me kill
response,
at Asen, oh my god, this.
yeah. Unfortunately, we do things here. So I'm gonna head Sorry, I'm a bit sick, so struggling to talk, but
yeah.
doing what we can. I'm gonna go ahead and manufacture cell to start. It'll
Nice.
make a power cell token.
Yep.
Rested, and then I draw a card.
Love that card.
Yeah, great card. And then I will reclaim my Azen Protector just to keep my influence up.
Yep.
And also it gives me the floating memory, which on my turn I'm gonna go ahead and use now. So I'll wake up. Then banish that to level up. With Lorenz on enter this time, I'm gonna go ahead and take. I don't think I can do 12 damage in one turn.
You did it before.
Yeah, I did it before.
You also
But
have 2 power cells. The power cells, what are they? They're
yeah,
1 cost
that-
plus 2, so there's like...
yeah. And amazingly enough, I managed to keep this automaton on board.
Yeah.
So these are 2 damage each. There actually is a world where I can do it. This card is 4. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna head like you don't do this every game, but it just happens to be that in these 2 games it's been a good play. I'll make Ornamental Greatsword, buffing the Rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have other options. If you can't like utilize that +1 till end of turn, then you would a lot of times make either the other 2 options. So you have Waji and Sword of Seeking as your other 2
Yeah.
options from Lorraine. In this case, though, I am going for lethal. So Ornamental Greatsword lets you do 1 extra damage for that particular turn, which is why I made it in this case. But we'll put these back. And then I'll go ahead and pre-recollection, pay 1 for this power cell to buff Rose, giving a 2 extra attack for the turn.
Yep.
And I'll recollect.
Enjoy.
Yep. Draw for turn. Go ahead and pay 1 for another power cell. This one. So Rose will be 5 extra attack for the turn, making her an absolute beast. Then I will imbue 3. Just trying to show off every single card before this ends. For Andronica. So she is a 2/2 by herself, I believe, if she's imbued, and then she also buffs Rose.
Yeah.
In this case, it's a buff counter, so I'll put it here. It's a that's a permanent +1/+1.
Yep.
And then the rest of the other buffs that I was using this time around were temporary, which is why they're the blue dice.
Mm-hmm.
And Rose is a 2/2. So I'll go ahead and swing with Rose, coming in for 2.
She can put a buff on herself, right, as well. On enter.
Oh no, yeah, you're right.
So she's a
True.
3/3.
Yep, she is actually a 3/3.
Yep.
So stat wise, yeah, she comes in.
Yeah, she
Wait,
comes
really?
in 2. Yeah, she's as long as running imbued, she gets +1 and put a buff up to 2 Ottoman allies you control.
Yep,
That's
you're
why
right.
she's
She can
that's why
buff
she's strong. Yeah, that's why she's good.
still
Yeah,
strong.
yeah.
She's a 3 cost 4/4 in stats in total.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's
dude.
insane.
Yep.
Yep. Rose currently is 3 + 5. She's 8. So by herself, yeah, she's 8. But since we're going for the all-out full damage combo, I'm gonna go ahead and pay 2 for this new card, Eternal Directive. On attack, we'll put a buff on. Oh, I also have to declare with the Ornamental Greatsword.
Yeah.
On attack, put a buff on Rose.
Yeah.
Lorraine. Actually, don't worry about Lorraine. Oh wait, no. So the Rose herself is going to use this attack card because of the new keyword, Command
Yeah.
Automaton. So it's essentially the ally does it.
Yeah.
So Rose is now she's 4 from herself +5. She's 9 damage, and then plus the attack card. She's coming for 12 by herself.
Yeah,
Allies,
I'm dead,
guys.
dude.
Hell yeah!
Okay, I don't
Allies in
like.
nutshell.
Can we just like? I don't know what. Like, I had cleanse, but I drew 3 fractorizing here. Like, and I Mustang. Like, what do you want to do here, guys? Like, I didn't see much out of this.
Yeah.
What? I drew 3 fractorizers, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do? And 2 lost in thoughts. Like, where's my paladin, man?
Yeah. Sometimes it does happen like that.
I'm making a hard level. I think there's aggression coming out of this deck. Like, frick.
Yeah, I didn't realize this before, but this deck has become extremely aggressive. If just one ally lives, like one automaton ally, that's what happens.
Yeah.
This new card is good. Maybe I start playing allies again.
You bring me...
Like, yeah, the dopamine rush that you get when you're like, wait, I could kill.
People are gonna watch this video back and go to matches like, what? I definitely watched Justin destroy Mr. Ree with the Wind Allies. Like, why is it not happening in my locals? But like, it happens. I don't.
Mate, it feels good as well because the game ends fast. I've been playing Luxem and like every time I go to 65-minute timers, and it's doomed. I want that break that I used to get when it's like you finish your match in 20 minutes and you have 40 minutes to just walk around during the event and actually like relax.
Yeah, enjoy yourself.
I do miss this.
Well, that's been our like a little wind guide. So I guess for you guys, what you have, you like this kind of videos, let us know. We'll make another one. We can go through different decks, different wind strategies. We've started with wind. Of course, there's so many styles. You can move from like just wind, fire, and water. We could do Luxem. We could do, one turn kill builds. We could do domains, whatever it may be, and build around that. But I hope you enjoyed the video, Justin. Any last words for everybody watching or playing Grand Archive?
Okay, this is an old reference. Most GA players won't get it, but the face is the place. If you know, you know. Good ally deck.
All right, the face is the place. I'm Mr. Ray.
Yep.
That's been Justin. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time.